grade 8. This is lesson 4, chapter 4, linear functions. You have 3 more new vocabulary to learn, and it starts on page 295. Well, this chapter we have seen already. This lesson we have seen already. You need to know how to read. You need to know how to fill a function table. You need to know how to write an equation. You need to know how to graph. So majority of the things here we've already seen. Okay? All right. So what is new is you just need to know also what is a continuous data and what is a discrete data. What is nonlinear, what is a function, all this. That's what you need to know. So it has a lot of components, but majority of the things you already know. Now let's look over here. So chapter 4, lesson 4, linear functions and the date. What is a linear function? When it is in a graph, it has to be a straight line. But which straight line? Only horizontal, diagonal up and diagonal down, not vertical. So linear functions. I didn't say linear graph. Linear functions. There is only 3 of them. Linear graphs, there is 4 of them. Linear functions, there is 3 of them. Okay? So, when in a graph, it has to be a straight line. But which ones? Horizontal, diagonal up, diagonal down. So, horizontal, diagonal up, and diagonal down. These are the only linear graphs that are also linear functions. When it is an equation and it is linear, you must have slope, y-intercept, y and x. These 4 things must be there for it to be a linear function equation. So, they have different names. You can have direct variation, y equals to mx. You can have point slope form, y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. You can have standard form, ax plus by equals to c. And then you can have slope intercept form, y equals to mx plus b. My slope, my y-intercept is 0, my y and x. My slope, my y-intercept when I bring it over here and solve, after I have solved, okay, my y and my x. Okay, when I bring this on this side and my y is by itself, this is my slope, but the opposite of it. So if this is -3, my slope will be 3. If this is -5, my slope will be 5. If this is 2, my slope is -2. So the opposite of A is your slope after you have divided by B. So you find your opposite of A and then divide by B, that will be your slope. Okay? Your C, it is just whatever it is here, but you have to divide by B. Okay? So here slope is A multiplied by -1 divided by B, and y-intercept is just C divided by B. Okay? You can do it that way. Or you just take it on this side, you solve it like an equation, the way we did it in class. So there is so many ways of you doing this. And then here, your slope, your y-intercept, your y and your x. Okay? All right, now let's talk about a vertical linear graph. It is not a linear function because one domain does not have exactly one range. It is a linear relation, but not a linear function. Two different things. That's why I said in the video before, you can be a function. If you're a linear function, you're also a linear relation. But not all linear relations are linear functions. Okay? So let's look at how the vertical line graph looks. So it looks like this. Lines are just going from up, down, like that. Okay? How does the equation of a vertical line look? It has to start with x. X equals. So because there is no y, that is why it is not a function. For you to be a function, y and x has to be there. Okay? You must have those two letters, y and x, or m and n, or you have to have two different variables. Okay? Now, how does it look in a table? You'll have the same number on x, different numbers on y. Same number on x, or you can also have same numbers on y. But as long as x is the same number, then it is a vertical line. As long as all the x's are the same number. So you can also have another one that's like this. You can have here 2, 2, 2, 2, like that. X, Y. Yes, 2, 2. So if you have a table like this, you just know this is not a, this is because all this is not a, this is a vertical line, one, and also this is not a function because this 2 is going to, okay? All right. Now, you'll also see nonlinear functions. If a graph is not a straight line, we say it is non-linear. Non-linear means you're not straight, okay?